Although it's possible to roll virtually any kayak with the right technique, there are some features that make some whitewater kayaks easier to roll than others. Although the boat shape does have an impact, the quality of the outfitting makes the biggest difference. As a general rule, your kayak should fit like a good pair of shoes, snug but comfortable, but it should never impede your ability to wet exit. When sitting in a kayak, the balls of your feet should be on their supports, and it should force your knees under the thigh hooks comfortably. You should have a back band that fits over your hips and that promotes an upright posture, but at the same time, it doesn't limit you from leaning right back. On the water, your kayak should be trimmed out, which means that the bow and stern should be equally out of the water. If you need to move forward or backward in your kayak, you can either move the seat or you can adjust the back band. Virtually all current whitewater kayaks have great outfitting systems that are easily customized, but here are a few things to consider. Some kayaks have thigh hooks that can be slid forward or backward to accommodate different paddlers, while others like this one have a one-size-fits-all system. I like to sit in the kayak and position the thigh hooks so that they're supporting me close to the knee, although you don't want to have any pressure on the knee joint itself. Some paddlers who are short in the torso like to raise their center of gravity by padding out the seat a little bit. It'll give you more control over your edging, but if you raise yourself too high, it can make your boat really tippy. Hip padding will also improve your boat control and your ability to roll the kayak. Your hip padding should be snug enough to stop your butt from sliding from side to side, but no tighter. It'll also help if your hip pads cup over your hips and thighs. And not only will it give you more edge control, but it'll stop you from falling out when you're upside down. Outfitting aside, a boat shape can have an impact on its rollability. In general, a kayak with a more rounded cross-sectional shape will be easier to roll than one with a more boxy shape. But if the boat fits well, then in most cases the difference will be unnoticeable. The key factor that decides if a boat is a good fit for you is whether or not you can get your upper body and your paddle to the surface when you're in the setup phase of your roll. If the boat is too wide and boxy or too deep, it'll make a good setup position difficult to reach. Basically, any kayak with good outfitting can be rolled. It'll just be more difficult if it doesn't fit well. So if you're having trouble rolling a kayak, before you go out and sell the boat and buy a new one, see what you can do about improving the outfitting.